So I'm at my friend's house, which is why the background is different. But I want to preface this video by saying I don't know how this is gonna go, like when it comes to my reaction, because I don't know like what it. I don't know, like I don't know what I'm gonna think about the things that they say, or I don't know. I'm nervous because I don't usually like things that's like seem kind of prejudgmental. You know what I mean? Like prejudice. So I don't know. We just gonna see. We gonna see.
What is one thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly that you should not talk?
I could probably do a whole series on these, but if he has black sheets to begin with, any military,
I think she said black sheets.
Out, but don't take your chances. Any Aquarius man, just let it go.
Military.
Fuck him and leave.
Aquarius.
If he has a J or a C name.
Dang,
He won't tell you what he does for a job.
They can have a J or a C name? That's a lot of people. I gotta turn this up because it's too
warning. Men that are shaped like scammers. Y'all already know my beef with this, so if he wears boxers and not boxer briefs, save yourself the agony. Go do something else that's not him.
That's a lot of things.
Or if he ever falls asleep with jeans on, like if he ever takes a nap with jeans on, he does not care about himself. He will not care about you. Save yourself. Just
instantly that you should not talk to him.
When he goes to the gym like every day and like that's his entire life and that's his entire personality and he only talks about that.
What is one thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly that you should not talk to him?
When you tell them about like an interest of yours or what you do for a living or what you're studying and they explain it to you. Once I told a guy I was studying anthropology and he proceeded to explain to me what anthropology was, but he was actually explaining what archaeology was.
Dang, that's
and he was
embarrassing.
A carpenter, but somehow
he was what?
Thought that he was. And he was a carpenter.
A carpenter.
But somehow he thought that he knew better than me, an anthropology major, what anthropology was.
What is one thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly?
I just want to say, me being a mechanic, so many guys do that to me. Like, it's not necessarily a dating thing. Like, they're not doing it necessarily, to try to impress me. I mean, maybe some of them are or were, but there's been a lot of situations where, I'm at my job working and like one of the customers will come back there, or one of the garbage people picking up the garbage, or like one of the tow truck guys, like, girl, like, bro, I can't. It's so many instances, but they do this thing where they kind of like have to feel like they have to let me know how much they know about cars. It's so many situations where guys have like just done weird things when it comes to finding out that I'm a mechanic or seeing me while I'm working. It's just, I don't understand. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe they feel like they have to be better than me or as good as me. I don't know. Like, people who aren't mechanics. So it's really weird. Like, I truly don't care how much you know about cars. I don't even care if you can change a tire or not, honestly. That's just me. I'm just not like that. I just truly don't care. I know some people would be like, no, if he can't change a tire, he's not for me, blah, blah, blah. I just don't care. But I don't understand why they do it. I don't know. That's got to be a story time or something, because there's so many different stories I have. But yeah, that has happened to me very often, and it's so weird. But whatever. Pushing play.
I'll go first. When he lights his cigarettes with matches, you are just a pretentious twat. Is one thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly.
Do your thing, but please be wary of the older man who comes along and very quickly starts saying things to you like, you're such an old soul, you're so emotionally mature, because those things might be true, but he's not saying them because they're true. He's saying them to trick you into thinking that you are appropriate for him to be pursuing.
What is one thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly that you should not talk to him?
Talks about Belle Delphine, finds Belle Delphine attractive, follows Belle Delphine, subscribes to her OnlyFans, argues that there's nothing wrong with her behavior, calls you a woman hater for disliking her.
What is one thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly that you should not talk to him?
Absolute red flags when he says this. Well, all my exes, they were crazy, they were psycho, man. To which I respond, why would you go out with multiple girls knowing that they're crazy and psycho? And then he says, nah, but obviously they didn't actually start acting psycho until like a couple months into the relationship, innit?
You
So
sure
a
it's not
bunch
you?
of women turned crazy or psycho, or started acting crazy or psycho, whilst they were with you. Interesting. I don't really feel like going crazy today, so thank you, but no thank you.
What is
Like,
one
you
thing
sure it's
that
not
a
you?
man will do that lets you know instantly
You
that
sure
you
you're not
should
the
not
problem?
talk to him?
These trousers.
If everybody's the problem, you're the problem.
What is one thing that a man will do that lets you know
Sometimes,
instantly
I guess.
that you should not talk to him?
What's wrong with those
Black men
pants?
who say they only date white women. If your reason for
That's
wanting
so
to date a white
odd.
woman is because you think white women are like less ghetto or more cultured, your views are based in prejudice and stereotypes, and that's disgusting.
It is
I'm not
disgusting,
arguing
and it's very
against
sad.
interracial relationships. I'm just saying that if you come up to me and say you only date or talk to white women,
Like,
that's
I
a
don't want to
major
talk
red
to you.
flag.
That's odd. I'm so
You
glad
don't
she
have to be
realizes that.
attracted
Like,
to
that's a
everyone,
problem.
But if you don't respect and you devalue black women, I am not interested.
That's good,
Is
because,
one
like, that
thing
could really,
that a man will
she could
do
be
that
setting
lets you know
herself up for a
instantly
bad
that you
relationship
should
or
not talk
whatever.
to him.
Okay.
Not gonna move. Okay.
When I go to your Instagram page, this is only for certain people, and you'll know the type of dude that I'm talking about when I say this.
She was about
Baby,
to say
if I
nigga.
go to your Instagram page and you got pictures of you holding up a fish that you caught,
Why is that a...
What is one
Why?
thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly that you should not talk to him?
Okay, I have never met a guy who hasn't done this. I swear, every guy I've met does this.
How
Like,
about
one
when
guy-
they wear their pants below their thighs and say we're showing too much skin?
I mean, period. But like,
How old is she?
What
Because
is
she
one
sounds
thing
like
that
a
man will
child
do that
who
lets you
knows
know instantly
a lot.
that you should not talk to him?
When he has a phone. That's funny.
One thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly that you should not talk to him.
As a man, ladies, let me go ahead and put you onto some sauce right now. If a guy approaches you only complimenting your physical appearance, he's toxic. If you ask him what he does for a job and he says, I get money, avoid that. If he doesn't take care of his physical self, mental self, and emotional self, avoid that.
Yes.
If he doesn't
Yes.
state his intentions with you clearly, avoid that.
Yes.
Literally, if he isn't a gentleman and doesn't treat you right, literally, like, don't even handle that bullshit. Just leave that, you feel me? But that's all I gotta say, and you guys have a great day.
Or when you ask him what his intentions are, or you specifically tell him, I'm so sorry, I don't date, so, you know, if that was your intention, that's not what's gonna happen between us. And then he's like, oh, that's okay, I just want to be your friend. And then, you know, you start seeing signs of him wanting to date you, or him acting like, sorry, I'm upset because it's been a whole situation. Him acting like y'all in a relationship, but y'all not in a relationship. And like telling you like you can't go. First of all, I have only male friends. I have like one female friend now, and she is the girlfriend of one of my male friends. That's how we met. So, I understand that that's a red flag for a lot of people, but I don't date, so it doesn't matter. But my point is, for him to tell me that I can't go hang out with other dudes because I guess he uncomfortable with that. We're not together. Like, I'm sorry. I can't. Like, that whole situation. Maybe one day I'll talk about it, but it's too fresh, as you can see. Continuing.
What is one thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly that you should not talk?
if he says his favorite podcast is Joe Rogan.
What is one thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly
Me.
that you should not talk?
Something about guys who come off as way too friendly, or they say I'm a good guy, or really try very hard to appear as non-threatening. I'm like, no, back away.
That's
back
a little
away.
scary,
It
but
don't feel safe. It
I
don't
think-
feel right. And
yeah,
like,
you can probably
somebody's
get
gonna
vibes
say,
off of that.
"Hey, so what? We should act like assholes?" No, but that overly abundant, ladies.
It
do you agree
seems
with me?
like if it
Please,
seems
please
forced,
help me
I
explain
understand
it
what you're
better,
saying.
but it don't feel right to me.
Like if it
What is
seems
one
forced,
thing that a
or
man will do that lets
because I
you
feel like
know
you can feel it
instantly that you
internally,
should
you
not
know.
talk to him?
I don't
If
know
it's not
why,
right.
but it is scientific fact that if a man uses the word females to describe women as a group,
You just say women.
he's trash.
Like
He will be the biggest misogynist you will ever meet in your life.
Like,
and you should run immediately.
I do understand why some people say female or why they started it, I guess, because I used to do that too before it became a thing that everybody disliked. And I think the reason that people don't like it is because they feel like it's like another way of saying bitches without saying bitches. Like, I feel like that's the main reason people don't like it. But okay, I'm home. And I have, wow, sorry for the interruption. I left my friend's house earlier and now I'm home. So in regards to everything that I was saying about people that say female instead of like women, I know that the way that I used it when I would say female instead of women or girls, I know that was definitely like misogynistic, because whenever I would say females, I would be referring to a specific type of girls rather than all women and all girls. But still, even when I was referring to those specific girls, which were a certain type of girls that are like, I don't know, not easy to, like, I don't want to say easy to swallow, like, that are not easy to, like, have around, like girls that are difficult, something like that. Like the types of girls who are like not cool, not fun, like you don't want to really be around them, like they kind of just sucky people. Those are the kind of girls that I was referring to whenever I would say females in the past. But I don't say females no more still, because I mean, even now, like, even though that's the only portion of girls that I was talking about, women that I was talking about, in that, well, it was girls at the time because I was but a girl. I was not grown, so. But yeah, still. Oh, I almost forgot. I want to show you. This is the bubble tea that I got. Look at that cute face. It's gonna be quick. Look at they gave me rainbow. What do they call them? Hold on. I need to use a better camera. Okay, so actually I want to sit over here. Excuse the appearance of my room. Oh, but I was showing you this. They gave me like rainbow pearls. I think that's what they call them. This is the I'm gonna have to figure out the name and put it on the screen. This is so good. Okay, now I'm done with my rambling and with the break, and we can get back to the video. It's not very much. It's a lot of rice.
To describe women as a group,
There's a lot of rice and not a lot of
he will be the biggest
other things.
misogynist
But whatever.
you will ever meet in your life, and you should run immediately.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
That a man will do that lets you know.
Oh crap, I forgot to tell you what kind of bao I got. Well, it says that on the little bottom part so you can differentiate them. I got two different kinds. I got barbecue pork, something. I'm gonna put it on the screen. And I got the spicy Mongolian beef. See that? Isn't that so cool? I just love that. Okay, back to the video. I'm sorry. If you're still here, thank you so much. What's wrong with these pants? No, I mean, I've seen a lot of people do not great things in those pants.
That you should not talk.
White men call you chocolate Nubian queen, goddess,
Yes.
African cookie
Yes.
crunch, frappuccino, cocoa
Yes.
pebbles, cocoa pub,
Stop.
mocha latte.
Yes. All
No,
that.
absolutely not. Or
Yeah.
white men who keep talking about your hips and your ass and shit. Like, back up. Calm down. Or
Fact.
men that will talk about your friends in your face. You're not about to call my friend a hoe in my face.
Bruh, like all the stuff that has to do with my appearance, like, what about my mind? What about my personality? Because as they say, looks fade, or they can fade, or they change, whatever. And ultimately, if you do want to be in a relationship with somebody, you're genuine about being in a relationship and making one work, then you should care about more than just what the person looks like. That's not gonna get you guys. If it gets you somewhere, it's not gonna get you guys as a couple very far. It's not gonna take your relationship with each other very far, because looks really don't mean anything, honestly. Like, when it comes to a relationship, like, can you have fun with somebody's looks? Or do you have fun with somebody because of their personality, or because of the things that they like, or because of the things that I guess they know, you know, the things that they can teach you. Well, I guess not, you know, necessarily have fun with that stuff, but, you know, grow as a person if you care about that sort of thing. You know, you can grow as a person based on some of the things that that person can teach you, or some of the things that they're interested in, or you know, that you guys can learn about and grow with together. Like, it's just like, looks have nothing to do with it. Yeah, I understand, you know, nobody knows you. People that don't know you, that's really kind of all they have to go off of sometimes, you know, there are some situations where they can see more than just your looks. Like, you know, if they go to school with you, they see you all the time. They work with you, they see you all the time. So, stuff like that, maybe. Even sometimes you see somebody out all the time in certain places. But anyways, relationship is not all about looks. Like, it's really nothing about looks. The only thing about looks really is, obviously, that's the person you're gonna be looking at for the entirety of y'all relationship, but also if y'all have kids together, y'all kids potentially would have each other's features or whatever the case, you know, depending on how that whole process goes. If they're constantly complimenting you or constantly talking about your looks or your features, like, you know, body parts that they like of yours, then that is a red flag. But if it's the initial meeting and they just, that's when the only time, or maybe, you know, every once in a while, because everybody of course likes to be complimented on their looks, even though none of us created our looks. If it's just every now and then and in the beginning, then that's not necessarily a red flag. It's probably not at all for most people. But if they constantly doing it, that's a problem. That's a red flag. That's probably somebody you should be a little bit cautious of, because they might not actually care about who you are inside as a person. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm just playing.
Post pictures of himself on social media.
What is one thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly that you should not talk? Okay, if he wears flip-flops. One thing that a man will do that
they
lets you
silly.
know instantly that you should not talk to him.
Just one? Oh, I can name a few. Nah, I was over there chilling with Big Mike, and then before oh, dang. Hey, yo, watch this. Hey, yo, Mom, where you going? Slow down. I mean, I'm trying to see what's up with you. What's good? Yeah, man, it's all
Yeah, if he keeps staring at your asset.
I'm just trying to see what's up with you.
Your
Like,
asset.
but like, for real, baby, you got a Snapchat or something? No, but like, for real, baby, like, how can I see you?
I love Snapchat.
You don't know me.
But
well, let's get to know each other then, baby.
I mean, some people don't like
Chris.
giving out their giving out their numbers, so Snapchat would be good.
I'm trying to see what's up with you. What's good? You got a man or something? I mean, like, I'm just trying to see what's up with you. Like, can I get them digits? But like, for real, baby, you got a Snapchat or something? No, but like, for real, baby, like, how can I see
Imaginary beard.
You don't know me. Well, let's get to know each other then, baby. Oh, you a Christian. Oh, that's what's up. I love God too. I mean, I don't pray over my food all the time, but I be, you know, trying. Man, you know the Bible.
I'm so sorry, my phone died.
Oh, that's what's up. I love God too. I mean, I don't pray over my food all the time, but I be, you know, trying. Man, you know the Bible we talk about don't judge people, so don't be judging me now. I mean, how you know that God didn't send me this way for you? Like, how you know?
What is one thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly that you should not talk when they like this song?
I don't know this song.
One thing that a man
I don't
will
know
do
actually
that lets you know
what they
instantly
were
that
saying.
you should not talk to him.
I was talking to this guy once. I remember he told me he didn't like when I wear braids because they were ghetto.
What is one
Why?
thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly that you should not talk to him?
What did you think was gonna happen?
So the first one would probably
Why did you think that she was gonna be okay with that?
for 4X or he's doing any type of like, I guess like pyramid scheme type of a job. That's a no immediately. If when you
Her hair is
find
very
him on a
cute.
dating app, majority
She's
of
very
his
cute.
pictures are of him with a bunch of other people, so you kind of have to play like, where's Waldo? Yeah, that's a no. Either he's highly insecure or it's a catfish.
Yeah, I get that.
If any of his pictures or photos or videos on his social media are of him doing this, that's enough.
That was a lot.
Any guy who refers to women as female, you female.
Run.
And lastly, guys who say, you freak, no.
He doesn't actually care about getting to know you.
That lets you know
most of the time.
That you should not talk
Some
to
do.
him when he's 3D. That is a straight red flag.
So like all of them?
One thing that a man will do that lets you know instantly that you should not talk. Be libertarian. Biggest red flag is if they come up and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm a libertarian." It's terrifying.
I couldn't read that yellow.
You ready? Name five countries in the Americas.
Okay, I did this the first time, but I'm gonna do it again. My phone was dead. Mexico, USA, Canada, Peru, Brazil.
Is the most iconic celebrity beef tweet?
Donald Trump, Robert Pattinson, and Kristen Stewart. Robert Pattinson should not take back Kristen Stewart. She cheated on him like a dog and will do it again. Just watch. He can do much better. Everyone knows that I am right that Robert Pattinson should dump Kristen Stewart. In a couple of years, he will thank me. Be smart, Robert. And then all of these. Like, neither of them have ever had a Twitter account, so it just kind of went unaddressed for, like, years. And then Kristen Stewart went on SNL and, like, said some shit. And I don't know. I just think about it all the time. I think it's so funny. How did that man, how was he allowed to run for president, let alone get elected?
I just wonder if he actually like tweets his own stuff, or is it like somebody else that's tweeting for him? Like, that might sound weird, but like I wonder if it's really him saying these things, or if he like has his assistant like type out the tweet for him, but it's his own original thought, or like, because I mean honestly he was like a busy man as president, or if like somebody else tweets for him entirely, and like they even come up with their own original thought, and he just like has to approve it or something. Like, I don't know, that might sound crazy, but literally I've always wondered that. But don't act like people don't have people tweet for them. Like, I mean, the difference is usually that's like a company that's like a company that has one person tweet for them, because like obviously it's a company, it's not like just one person, it's an entire conglomerate, I guess. Is that the way to use that? I don't know. But a company is not always just one person. It's like a big company like Wendy's, for example. They make a lot of funny tweets. They have somebody tweeting for them. They might even have more than one person tweet for them. But my point is, I wonder if Donald Trump does that same type of thing where he had someone tweet for him because of how busy that he was or is as a businessman and at the time the president. But anyway, I don't know. Also, to add to what I was talking about with that guy that I was talking to, that I said that he reassured me that he just wanted to be friends, he just wanted to get to know each other, blah, blah, blah. He didn't say whatever I said earlier on in the video. He said, everybody not trying to get with you. The problem is, he was trying to get with me. So, I let you know that I don't want to do that. I let you know that I don't do, like, dating, relationships, all that type of stuff. I let you know that the moment that you started talking to me, like, when we first met, while we were in the process of meeting for the first time, our first conversation, I let you know that, so nobody can blame me, like, that I let him on or whatever. That's definitely something to keep watch of. When they start acting like they're trying to be more than a friend, you know, you specifically said you don't want to be nothing but friends, and they agree with that, like, just keep a lookout on that. But anyway, that's all that I wanted to add to the video. That's all I got for you for this one. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, have a good day. Bye.